Say hello to the new SwimOutlet.com. Enhanced navigation, larger, higher resolution imagery, more filtering and search capabilities so you can find what you need faster. As always, low price guarantee and free shipping on $49. The redesigned SwimOutlet.com. Dive in, say hi.
Well, I think it's, everything is good, right? But it's like this. If, you know, the short rest, short pace swimming, fast race-based swimming thing is good, it's like spinach, it's really good for you. But I'm not going to eat spinach every day. So it's a variety for me, right?
Bob Bowman's clip comes across a little bit abruptly, but it is a part of a much bigger conversation. In fact, many coaches are thinking the same thing about USRPT. Bowman did say off camera that he was very excited to see Michael Andrew's success and that he was watching him very closely. He also added that it's not really fair to compare Michael Andrew at 15 to Phelps at 15. Phelps at that age did not have the greatest swimmer of all time or Ryan Lochte in front of him. Michael Andrew took it all in stride as he took requests to speak to the national and international media.
The first time we came in warming up, I think it was Wednesday, I saw Phelps on deck and I went up and I just said hi, you know, we're going to be racing the 50 and whatnot, and I spoke to Bowman a little bit, Coach Bowman, and I mean, it wasn't like long conversation or anything, it was just kind of like a hi, how you going, whatever, you know. But it was, he's an awesome guy, I really admire him.
Michael Andrew almost met and raced against Phelps before.
12 years old, or 13 I think it was, I qualified for my first Grand Prix, the Minnesota Grand Prix, and it was, I ended up signing up, but we didn't get in because it filled up so quick because it's the Olympic year, and it was Phelps' last Grand Prix he was swimming at, and so it was kind of my last opportunity to swim with him. So with him being back here at this meet, I mean, it's really exciting because now I get to actually swim with him.
Coach Bowman and Michael Phelps shared a little bit more about Andrew, stating that they were curious as to how he would do in long course meters. This prompted media to ask Michael Andrew what he liked more, short course or long course.
I prefer long course, just because I know it's the international, I mean, that's how everybody does it. I mean, nobody swims yards, I mean, really, it's just the US. But, so yeah, this is kind of a preference of mine.
Michael Andrew's very sober about his career, and while he aims to make the Olympic team, he's excited about his future beyond 216 and all of his fast peers.
There comes a time where some of the older swimmers are going to end up stopping and retiring and going out, and then we, as a younger kind of, our new generation, has to come up and make it stronger. So I know, and I mean, there's a lot of strong age group phenoms that are coming up, and I'm excited to be part of it.
Michael Andrew popped at 23.08 and 23.9 in the 50 freestyle at Mesa, but he was a little bit upset that Michael Phelps swam at 50 fly instead of 50 free.
Yeah, this morning we time trialed the 50 fly. We ended up going at 24.40, and I mean, as bad as it sounds, I mean, we were doing the 50 fly to see if we could beat Phelps, but so yeah, it was close. But I think because at Charlotte, the ultra swim in 3 weeks, I'll be swimming all the 50s and some shorter races. So I think we can dip under that 24.
I don't know how Michael Andrew's going to swim that fast in Charlotte. He's been on vacation with his parents and grandparents on a cruise for weeks and not in the water. But I've learned never to underestimate him. Andrew does get into other physical activities when he's not in the pool. Some are successful, beneficial, some not so much. Here's exclusive footage of the swimming phenom trying his hand at water ski jumping. Is that the proper term?
We have some friends that live in Illinois, and their entire family is all into ski and water sports and stuff. And so their son, 11-year-old, has the longest ski jump in the country with like 113 feet or something. It's ridiculous. I mean, it looks like it's flying. And so we figured, okay, I can do this. So they have the jumbo ramp and they've got a mini ramp. And so after slaloming and doing a whole bunch of other type of skiing stuff the entire day, I figured, you know what, I'm ready for this. And so the first go, I get up on the skis, and I mean, it's easy to get up, but he tells me all this stuff like bend your knees, whatever, and go up to the ramp, and we end up getting to the ramp, and once I hit the ramp, boom, I mean, it was awful. It was so embarrassing. The ski ended up hitting me in the back and everything, but it was pretty funny.
think that a lot of people get confused with race-based training, thinking that it's just, you get in and you just race. But it's not that at all. It's about being specific for each race that you perform. So for example, 100, we're specific for 100. And then for 200, we swim the pace for the 200. So it's not just getting in there and swimming up and down as fast as you can, because that would make no sense at all. We're training to be fast in the 100, fast in the 200, and if we swam the 100 pace for a 200, it wouldn't work because you would fail. You can't hold 100 pace for the 200 for swimming 50s. So it is specific. It's not just swimming up and down fast. And then 90% of what you do sits in your brain. So obviously the mental aspect is massive. So there's a lot to race-specific training. Your rest, you have to be able to rest, and when you fail, stop. So you can't just race.
I think the only time people could be correct in thinking it's all just racing is like when we're training over speed, because if we're training for a 50, it's all out. That's real, like, full-on racing.
But then how we do maybe 3 or 4, 5, you feel good, because that's so exhausting that once, if we hold a pace like 9 seconds for the 25 and overspeed, once he goes 9:25, then it's a fail and he's tired, so we're done. Otherwise we're training to go slower on the 50, and that wouldn't make any sense. So you only do very few of those, and that would be overspeed, race pace, all out. But that's about it, otherwise everything is really specific. And if you go over your mark, we break and rest, because there's no point to train to go slower.
One other thing, I also feel like when other people or other teams or other coaches kind of say they're implementing USRPT, I feel like a lot of them go at it by doing like so many 100s at 100 pace, which is really, it's not possible. You can't hold your 100 pace for an entire 100 in practice. It's not the same as when you're in race, and plus do it over and over. It's really, so you have to break it down into smaller portions or smaller portions of an event, and fraction at a time, really.